So I've been seeing this tag going around on YouTube of 5 fall fragrances under 50 bucks. And I think I saw it from TLTG Reviews, Ross over there at his channel. So I definitely have to give you guys 5 of my choices under 50 bucks that are best for the fall. And you guys know I got you covered. Hey, what's going on? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go and hit the subscribe button down below and also be sure to follow my fragrance Instagram page. But that is right, today we're gonna be talking about fall fragrances, which by the way is my favorite time of the year because that's when you can pull out your darker kind of tobacco, patchouli, coffee, resins, that kind of fragrances. And of course, today we're talking about 5 cheapies that you can get under 50 bucks. I definitely have some very good ones that come to my mind when I think of cheapies under 50 bucks for the fall. So let's start this list off, and this is gonna be in no particular order whatsoever. So the first one that's making this list is Bentley for Men Intense. Now, this one is so hyped up for being one of the best boozy fragrances money can buy, especially at the price, and that's for a very good reason. I believe you can get 100 ml of Bentley for Men Intense on the discounters for around maybe 30 bucks or so, not more than 30 or not more than 40 for sure. And you just cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It's a very dark tobacco. There's some rum in here that gives it that boozy aspect to the fragrance. It's very smooth, very well done. This smell is way more high quality than the 30 bucks you can pick up a bottle for. It actually does kind of have that niche vibe to it. And I'm telling you, if you're looking for a boozy fragrance, which is another note that is phenomenal for the fall time, you absolutely have to do yourself a favor and pick up a bottle of Bentley for Men Intense. So this next one up is a designer fragrance that has been getting a lot of talk as well, especially the house in general. They've been coming up with a ton of fragrances. Some are clones or inspired by, but yeah, just all in all, this one here is phenomenal for the fall. Of course, I'm talking about Ebony Wood by Zara. Now, obviously Zara's are in the mall, so you can just hop in there, pick up a bottle of Ebony Wood, which I think goes for around 30 bucks as well for the 100 ml, and you'll be set for all winter long. It's very spicy. You do get that Ebony Wood as well in this fragrance, which is a dark, dark wood. And believe it or not, this is actually made by a master perfumer, Jo Malone herself, actually created this one. Of course, Jo Malone is a niche house and they make fragrances that are very expensive. So you are gonna get that quality with Ebony Wood at a very affordable price. And this is probably my favorite one from Zara. It's honestly very unique. It's not really like Spice Bomb, even though it is spicy, it is tobacco-y, very woody. I think some people have kind of compared the two. It's not really like that one, but it goes its own route and it's extremely unique. It is also an eau de parfum concentration, so the longevity, the performance is actually pretty good as well. Even though Zara gets some hate for the performance of their fragrances, this is definitely the best performing one that I own, and I own I think 5 in total from this house. But yeah, Ebony Wood's great for the fall time. You just cannot go wrong with this one. So when next time you're in the mall and you have a Zara, definitely get your nose on this fragrance. So the next one up, in my opinion, is one of the best cheapies for the fall time, and it's actually by a designer house that makes some great dark leathery fragrances. Of course, I'm talking about John Varvatos, and this is the original John Varvatos. This fragrance is very interesting, very unique because it has the note of dates, which is actually kind of a sweet fruit that comes from the Middle East, and I love eating dates. I love the way they smell. They're kind of like a natural dessert. This is how I pretty much describe dates, but this does have dates in it and it's very dominant as a note. It's also very woody. It has some leather tobacco in here as well. It's all in all dark, but it is very sophisticated smell, like a kind of mature guy wearing John Varvatos. Very masculine, like ultra masculine smelling. So if that's what you're looking for, especially for the fall time, this is a must. This just smells like fall in a bottle when I pretty much smell this one or wear it. And I usually only stick for the fall time with John Varvatos because unfortunately the performance is not the best, so it's not really gonna push through the winter cold when it's snowing outside and like below 20 degrees. But for the fall, however, it is perfect for that. You won't have a problem with it projecting or lasting during that kind of season. And of course, spring and summer, it's a no-go for this fragrance. So one of the best fall time fragrances, highly recommend it, and sometimes they pop up at your local kind of rack stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So definitely be on the lookout for this one. In my opinion, you cannot make a fall fragrance list without including a coffee-based fragrance, and that's exactly why I have one of the best coffee fragrances regardless of price, and you could definitely get this under 50 bucks. And of course, I'm talking about Authenticity Perfumes Coffee Lush. Now, like I said, this is hands down one of the best coffee fragrances. It smells like legit coffee, guys. Kind of like a latte, roasted, a little bit smoky as well. You also get some caramel notes in here, and just smells like fall in a bottle. And when I picture fall, when it's a little bit chilly outside, going into a coffee shop and getting a nice hot cup of coffee, this fragrance is absolutely perfect for that. And I did just look this up before making this video, and these are right now going for $40 for the 60 mil. And by the way, guys, these are actually extrait de parfum, so it's highly concentrated and will easily last you around 12 hours of longevity on your skin. So no complaints whatsoever. 100% one of the best coffee fragrances and one of the best fall fragrances under 50 bucks. So last on this list, but certainly not least, is another bougie fragrance that is extremely affordable, even at retail. Probably the cheapest fragrance on this entire list. Of course, I'm talking about Cremo Bourbon Oak. Now, these fragrances actually pop up at like Target and Walmart even. So next time you're going just essential shopping or grocery shopping, head over to the cosmetic kind of aisle and pick up a bottle of Bourbon and Oak. You will not regret it. Of course, the name, you do get that kind of boozy bourbon and oak together. Now, one of my favorite kind of boozy and oak fragrances is actually by Kilian's Angel Share, as you see right over in the right corner. Phenomenal combination because it reminds me of like cognac or whiskey kind of settling in a oak barrel for many, many years. And after you distract the whiskey from the oak barrel, you put your head in there, you kind of have this moist kind of oak that has booze that just seeped into it. That's how I describe this fragrance. Even though it's not natural smelling, it is pretty synthetic, I will say that. But it's extremely smooth, and it actually gets compared to another fragrance I have, which is CH Man Privé. To be honest with you, it does have a very similarity DNA to that fragrance, but I prefer this one over CH Man Privé, which is crazy. I know there's just something more about this one, even more complex, a little bit more going on, and it's way more smoother. So phenomenal fragrance for the fall time, especially if you're on a huge budget. You cannot go wrong. You can get these for around 20 bucks, and they've been popping up at Marshall's at least for around, I think, $12. But yeah, that's gonna do it for my 5 fall fragrances under 50 bucks. Let me know down below if you're gonna be picking up any of these. Let me know some more recommendations from you guys in the comments of some cheapies under 50 bucks for the fall time. But as always, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.